Hey!
Blop&Marvin here again
Yeah.
to review another comic.
This is not fiction by Nikki.
You can find it on Hiveworks.
Hiveworks. Yeah.
So not a Davastic one this time. I hope we'll do better because this time we took little notes. So yeah, This Is Not Fiction is a long form comic that has been going on for more than 5 years now.
23 chapters now. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
I can do that. I'm really impressed by her work.
Yeah, she updates every Tuesday and Friday, if I'm correct.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
So yeah, just do the math. It's a lot of pages in more than 5 years. I think that's a team actually.
Yeah, it's like the example that we should follow.
Nikki, you're god to all of us. This comic is about Julian Dries, a high schooler fan of Sidney Morgan, who is a romance novelist. The thing is, no one knows who they are, but Jules is obsessed, in love, and determined to find out. For this mission, he gets help from his friend Isaiah and his crazy neighbor / childhood friend / arch enemy / classmate, Landon Addison. It's all about action, humor, mystery, investigation, romance, and it's really good. So if you haven't read it already, stop this video right now, take a few days to read it.
It's long, but it's really worth it.
And come back for this part. So, do we do the same thing that last time? Talk about the negative first and then the positive?
Yeah, probably, but actually I don't have any negative points. So
be quite short.
This would be all yours.
I'm the bad cop. My negative point, because I only have one, is I think it's really negative if you're a new reader, because the first chapters are a bit, in my opinion, a bit messy, and there are a lot of things going on. The panels are quite little, and there are a lot of them in one page, so you're a bit like, whoa, what's happening? And even inside the panels, I think the art is kind of messy in itself. Like the backgrounds and the characters are a bit all blended together. The colors and everything, the lines aren't very clear, they're a bit rough. And so yeah, you're a bit like, oh god, I've got 23 chapters to go through. I'm gonna have the energy to read all that without dying. If it was printed, it would be alright, but the fact that it's on a screen and you have to squint a bit, it's messier on a screen. Like if you have it on paper, you can always get it closer to your face and you're like, alright, I can see the details and I can just blur out the rest, but it's not the kind. Nice cloud. Alright.
Actually, it didn't bother me when I started to read it because
yeah, but I think also that it changed when she put it on Hiveworks.
Yeah,
because when I began reading, I've been following the comic for like 2 years or something, and when I began, it was on Ink Blazers, and I think, if I remember it well, I might be saying rubbish, but I think back then the pages were even smaller than on Hiveworks.
Maybe it's easier now. It's bigger, and because I began more recently to read it, and I didn't felt like overwhelmed by information, or for me it was more like actually a fun way to start the story, because when I saw that there was already more than 20 chapters, I was a bit like scared to have to read all of it, but it was like easier to get into this than if it was calmer like it is in the more recent chapters.
Maybe I'm the kind of person who likes to get into things with a bit more space to see exactly who is where and what's going on, but that's personal.
I understand what you mean. I agree to some point, but it wasn't so disturbing for me.
Yeah. And that takes us to the positive parts, because it does get clearer and calmer, and my shoes are squeaking, I'm sorry. Even the art gets a lot better. The colors disappear. They were good. The colors were good at the beginning, but it from chapter 10 or something,
it became in black and white only, but
even some chapters are only with black lines and there are no grayscales at all, but it works really, really well.
I think the black and white matches really well with the evolution of the story. Like at the beginning there is a lot of colors and it's like super funny and with a lot of gags and stuff. But after a while the story becomes more calm and with deep stuff that are
a bit
happening.
More about the feelings of the characters than just the crazy situations they find themselves in.
I think the black and white
neighbor.
Yeah. I don't know if Nikki stopped coloring the pages because it was too long to make or anything, but I think it's actually a good choice for the story.
And also the pages layout gets clearer and calmer too. Like there are sometimes less panels in a page. There still are some pages with a lot of panels, but only when the situation gets crazy and stuff like that. But there are a lot more pages with less panels and you're like breathing more. So I'm satisfied. Like it struck me at chapter 8 when London is talking to Selby about the fact that maybe they hurt Julian's feelings when she wrote in his book above the autograph. It sets an atmosphere that wasn't there before at all.
Yeah.
And I stayed on that page and I was like, well, it was in a book. I stayed on that page on my phone and I was like, yeah, I don't know, it's different, but I really like it. I really like the road the story is taking. It's like Nikki trapped us. Like she was like, yeah, it's gonna be all witty and funny and all crazy situations.
And suddenly it's like
suddenly
super
like, oh my god,
sad, not super sad, but it's like
the characters have this deep background and deep personalities, and in fact it's not all smiles and wit and stuff like that. And you're like, but I like it. I didn't sign for this, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's actually
so well
really
done.
Great. That makes me think of my favorite character.
Who's your favorite character? 3, 2, 1, London. Of course.
Yeah. Actually, it's
obvious.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious. Like he's the favorite character of everyone. He represents very well the evolution of the story, because he's the character that evolved the most. Like at first he was super funny and goofy and witty and like completely
at first he
absurd.
was some sort of side character at the very beginning.
And now he became super touching and with a really good background, and like we really want to know more about him and
his relationship with his granddad and stuff like that. He's not the only one to evolve. I think like Jules, for example, at first is all hyper and always overreacting from with his friends, like rejecting London all the time, and then at the end he's like,
he's still rejecting
he's thinking about the other's feelings a lot more.
He's more caring.
Like maybe I'm just being selfish with all that Sidney Morgan stuff, and maybe they don't want to do this, and they're like being very kind to him, and he realizes it, which is good, because that makes them less of some supportive sidekicks like Isaiah was at the beginning.
Yeah, at first he was always smiling and always like the perfect friend, and
which made him a bit empty actually.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, always like really perfect, but with the story going
developing
on, he changed a bit, and actually I like him more as a character, but I like him less as a person, like as a friend, if I knew him in real life, because he's not that nice actually, especially toward London. He seems to have a lot of prejudice,
and I have no idea why his girlfriend's face was hidden for so long. Like I tried to understand, but I couldn't figure it out.
For me, it was just because at first we thought that maybe she could be Sidney Morgan.
Yeah, but as we don't know Sidney Morgan's face, showing hers.
Yeah, but it was to make it more mysterious.
Yeah, probably. But it was like when Nikki finally revealed her face, I was like, yeah, it's a new character. So what? I don't recognize her.
Yeah, but Yeah, I don't know. I think
No,
it was
but-
just to make a mysterious mood around her.
I know.
I don't know. It didn't bother me. I really like the fact that Julian, so he's the main character. He's not like super physically cute.
Yeah, like it's not a bishonen or something.
Yeah, like most of the time in those kind of stories, the main character is often really cute and pretty, and I don't know.
Yeah, or falsely ugly.
Like
he's got glasses and he's got a huge jumper
Sweater,
and
yeah.
whatever, and it was pointing out that he's ugly because it's not obvious at all, because everyone knows that the time he puts off his glasses is gonna be like. But
yeah, and
that's not the case,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have glasses, so
yeah,
my
so
point is moot. He's random. He's like a normal person.
yeah.
It just which made them a lot more realistic, because it's the case with all the we know London is supposed to be kind of good looking,
Yeah.
but they all look
really different. There is
pretty-
no
yeah.
same face syndrome here.
which is one of my biggest problems.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
There
there
are people,
Yeah.
so their personalities are a lot more important than their looks, and the fact that they can fall in love with each other and stuff like that makes it really more interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something Nikki does really well, the design of her characters.
Yeah.
And the way she draws the characters' expression goes really well with their design. They're all really original, like the way they look compared to other comics, especially BL comics. And she
Yeah,
uses very
and
graphic lines.
Her style is really personal.
Yeah,
Um,
and really good, actually. We
yeah.
didn't say it since
Yeah,
the beginning, but
the-
it's really, really great. I love it. What I really love also about this comic is the way Nikki uses absurd humor. Like the fact that there are a lot of things that aren't really explained but are just there and no one questions them, like Selby. It's like London just came one day and like, yeah, I've got an intern, and they're like, okay, and we just, all right, he's got an intern, where does she come from? Like, no one knows, but all right. And then she becomes a real character.
yeah.
Like at first she just pops in and pops out, and
Now she's one of the main characters.
yeah, and
Actually.
we still don't know a lot about her, like just the fact that she has a very rich, doting dad.
Yeah, but I think that's actually one thing that is pretty good about that comic. It is that even when there is a weird character or weird thing that are happening, there is still some hint in the story that can make us think that there will be more background later.
But it's not the case for Mitch, for example.
Yeah.
Mitch, I love
Ah,
it.
you
I
don't
loved so hard. You know the chapter where they're all going on the computer to try to find out if Sidney Morgan is married.
Oh, yeah.
And he
like-
comes in. He's already in Julian's bedroom,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
no one knows what he's doing here. But they don't even question it. They're like, Mitch, is that you? And it's like, yeah. I don't know. It's normal.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe someday he will
she-
have a deep background.
Yeah, I
and
don't know.
a
Maybe
dark
it's
story,
just a running gag, I think.
like an origin story. Maybe his parent
Mitch,
died
the origins.
and he's Batman.
So yeah, do you have theories about the
future
where, yeah,
of the
where
story?
the story is going, and
Well,
because there are a lot of points that aren't explained yet. Like who do you think
the
is
only thing
Mark?
I'm sure is that Jules and Landon will be together at some point. I don't know. Maybe not, but
Maybe not. I don't know.
I hope so.
I have no idea who Sidney Morgan is. Maybe she
Yeah.
doesn't even exist, and maybe London.
Maybe Landon is Sidney Morgan.
Yeah, well, that's a theory, but I don't.
No, I don't.
That would be
I
a
don't
bit
think so.
too
Weird.
obvious, I would say.
Yeah, maybe.
But-
Or maybe Isaiah. No,
well, I don't know, because at one point he's suspecting his girlfriend is Sidney
Yeah.
Morgan, but he doesn't even talk about it to the others. It's just it's really
Yeah,
his
in
own
his
self.
head.
So
So it would be not really.
and there are other things that aren't explained, like the mysterious TB. So you might not remember that because
I
it's a
don't-
really tiny thing.
don't
It's when
remember that.
when Jules comes to comes into London's bedroom and looks at the birthday cards he received, and all of them are signed T.B. I think it's T.B. So we... Here comes the sun. What are the other mysteries?
Who is really Selby?
Yeah, who is Selby? Though I think, personally, that the story is going to be over soon. Because Julian already kind of realized that he didn't really want to look for Sidney Morgan any longer.
Yeah.
Like, he's not that interested. And now he's kind of looking for all the friends because Isaiah is playing baseball all day and Landon is working and there is still Selby, but no one knows anything about Selby. It's so mysterious.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, maybe, I don't know, or maybe there will be another plot twist, or I don't know.
I have no idea how this can end. I don't know, maybe they will never find Sidney Morgan and it's just gonna...
Oh, this would be like...
I don't know, that could be a possibility.
Frustrating.
That would be frustrating, but maybe the point is that
Julian
is like, I didn't find Sidney Morgan, but I found something else.
Yeah.
I found
love
or friendship with or maybe Leslie is gonna take a major role in the rest. And
who's Leslie again?
Leslie is Jules' little sister.
Ah, yeah, okay. So I just forgot her name.
It's like Jules, but as a girl.
Yeah, and cuter. Yeah. No, Jules, he's super cute, but she's cuter, I think.
I think you can't say super cute without some sort of Indian accent, but...
I have some kind of Indian accent sometimes. I don't know why.
You watch too much
Bollywood movies.
Before we conclude, I've got a little challenge for you. You're gonna take a piece of paper, and you'll have...
Oh my god.
Like 1 minute to draw the character whose name is written on it.
I didn't know that will happen.
No, she didn't. So who do you have?
Julian.
She's got Julian. So are you ready? She put on the magic cap.
Not really.
So I've got my timer here and you have to draw Julian in less than a minute. Ready?
Yeah.
And go.
Okay.
Alright, that's a good start.
Yeah. This is the head, okay. I don't know what his nose...
He does have a pretty round hair.
I don't know, I guess he has a tiny nose, no?
No, I don't think he does.
Okay, I have no idea. We'll just make him
look cute.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm so cute. And I just remember like that his hair are like is like, I don't know. Yeah. Like round, really weird round things. I can already? I can cheat, right?
That's over. Stop.
I cheat. Like, look.
Stop. No,
yeah.
You're cheating.
That's
He
it.
looks like he has some weird big earrings. Alright, stop this. I can't. Oh no, it froze.
Okay. This is really not the same character. But for the hair...
The hair is alright.
Yeah, the hair is kind of alright somehow.
Alright, I'm giving you a 3 out of 10. Selby! The mysterious Selby! We'll see how it goes. My turn.
Yeah, you have the magic cap.
I have the cap of
you
power.
Yeah. So you have to draw Selby, right?
Yeah! I seriously have no idea what she looks like.
Okay, so...
so let's start.
You set the timer?
I do. And start.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Alright, I'm not... Good.
Fail.
Yeah. Fail. She has kind of a round face too. She has a nose like a potato and eyes like this, I think. And does she have bangs?
What?
Does she have bangs? Like, and she has a big burn on her head. with.
I remember that. The nose
I'm
is
not sure she has a fringe. That's really a lot more stressful than I thought. Like 1 minute is going so fast. Stop, and every time it freezes. I don't know why. Stop it, you.
I think it's not that far.
Yeah, the nose isn't exactly right.
I think it's still better than mine. So I will give you 5 out of 10.
Yay!
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That was actually our second review ever, and I think we got a little bit better than the last time. I don't know. We will see after we edit. Well, tell us what you think, and
read this story if you haven't.
Yeah. Bye. So
I think you're shining like a vampire.